business subscribers that are actually actively working in the field and ready to buy wholesale lots, and some of them also showed interest in a dropshipping service. So what are the typical problems retailers face? So the first one is that they need a smaller minimum order quantity, because in quite many cases it starts with 1,000 units or even more. That is quite a lot. They also do not want to freeze their money in stock, but rather would prefer to invest this money in marketing or in other activities. And new collections are not only expensive for customers, but also for business owners. And also, talking about dropshippers, they are mostly buying from AliExpress. That means that they are selling not famous brands, investing quite a lot of money in marketing. And also, there could be poor quality and long delivery. So, what could be a solution to avoid all these problems? So, we will buy the stock clothing lots from reliable European suppliers that we are doing now. We will also sort the clothing, publish and offer a dropshipping service to e-commerce website. So that means that they will get some great models for a very attractive price. They will not need to invest their money in stock, and minimum order quantity basically starts from 1 unit. So how does it work? A customer places an order with an online retailer, then automatically the order is passed to the website they purchased on, and the order is automatically also transferred to our company that is dealing as this dropshipping supplier. So we will directly ship the good to the customer, not to the retail company. So market situation, there are 3 main competitors in Europe, and we also have some stuff how we are different from them, because we will sort the goods on our own, and we will also offer another brand that they do not have in stock. So quickly about our team. So there is me as a founder. We also have assistant that is quite proficient in sorting the goods and publishing, and also digital marketing specialist. So here is a monthly sales forecast for 2 years. And our goal is to become top 5 biggest European dropshipping suppliers and to reach 30 million euro turnover in 5 years. And we are looking for 60 euro investment for 20% of equity, and funding allocation is on the screen. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Question time. Do you have some questions? Where you will get when you get this 60,000? What will happen after you reach 1 million, or what will happen?
Okay, so definitely you see the funding allocation on the screen. So we will mostly invest the money in the stock, but main work that we are planning to do is to develop the e-commerce infrastructure, so the orders will be automatically transferred to us, and that will consequently allow us to connect many dropshipping customers that are currently working on Shopify and on other platforms. So the first step for us would be to basically develop infrastructure so that we are able to provide the service, and then we will definitely invest some money in marketing and also in stock. So that's a quickly plan for half a year.
Okay, and you showed the concurrents, what you have.
Yeah.
Can you show me? This slide.
Yeah.
They are different.
Yeah.
If you will change your business strategy and so on and start to be famous, do they not do the same?
So currently they are mainly buying the lots with packing lists, so they are not sorting the goods at all. And what we can offer in comparison to these companies, we will sort the goods, because in Latvia, in comparison to these countries, so they are operating in Sweden and Italy, they have higher salaries, so that would be our first competitive advantage. And also they are working with quite different brands. They are not offering Triumph Lingerie, etc. They are mostly working with some premium brands like Dolce & Gabbana, Armani, and so on. So currently there are 2 main, I would say, competitive advantages that we have for now, and it will be our starting point how we will differ, but consequently we will have another standing points.
Can I ask you, how many items you need to order for those, what you showed, where there was a big price difference to get that kind of price difference?
So it starts from around 100 units. So not that much, because I have already worked in this field for quite some time and I know quite many suppliers. and they can also offer myself some smaller minimum order quantity and better prices. But of course, as you could be a newbie, you will definitely get much worse conditions. Yeah, something like this.
What is your customer acquisition cost?
Currently, we haven't started our dropshipping service, so we just assume that it might be around $50.
Okay, thank you. More questions can I ask you after the session. Thank you.
Okay, thank
Take
you.
a place. The next presentation is from Janis. Sir, you will tell me, right?
Yeah.
You can start.
Hello, this is a BIMSync, and I told you, show us, what is this? Imagine, every construction project has an unexpected cost position, 10 to 20% of whole budget. Why? Because human mistakes in high detailing works is everyday fact. And that's why incompatibility of plans, difference between project parts, base and real life. We have solution, gain precision with BIMSync mobile app. We can decrease unexpected cost position close to zero. Our goal, construction without mistakes. Basically, we use BIM information and put in the augmented reality. This is a future construction tool which shows building design project in real life, in real time. It is a business. Model prefer €50 per one user, monthly subscription up to 5 units. It can generate in 3 years €3 million in revenue. As you can see, BIM market is still growing and is soon to be expected. BIM building design for construction industry would be like human needs water. In market, competitors are two, but from solution perspective is none, because we prefer automatic synchronization. From business-wise, we have an Android platform and usability for iPads. Our team has all competencies to put product on the map. Now we have a demo version of mobile app, looking for partners to develop digital platform and give it to the customers. We asked €250,000 for 12-month development time. Thank you.
Thank you. Question time.
How much revenue you have now?
None. Because we are developing demo version of platform, we are not running.
Can you explain like more exactly how it's gonna help?
This help, you have devices and you look building construction project in real life. You look in the phone or tablet, whatever. You look where communications go, and you can use this application for work, for architecture, for building, for construction, for maintaining.
So it means if I need some communications, like I don't know, air condition or something, I can just look to it and see that there is
You can install.
And where should it be?
Because in reality, the ventilation guy came in, put their system, and then another day came like electrician and put another system. But how can I say, the high detailing work, human mistakes are everyday fact, and this incompatibility of plants in construction is everyday fact.
More questions?
Please.
No, it's just it's not the case that which gonna have from decrease 20% unexpected costs. It's like because if there is a normal construction job and it's normally organized, it doesn't happen that way that, I don't know, somebody installing air conditioning and doesn't know where the cables are going or something like that. This is maybe in some
No.
construction jobs or something like that. But okay,
But
it somehow helps, but not decrease from 20% of unexpected costs to almost zero.
okay, maybe we can arrange the meeting.
Sure.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
thank you. Budweiser, Carlos, next presentation. The 3 minutes is yours. Enjoy.
Hello, my name is Carlos and I'm a CEO and co-founder of Budweiser. And we help companies to improve communication with their customers. Please raise your hand if you use messaging apps to communicate with your friends and family. So, almost 100%. And imagine that you can use messaging apps to communicate with your bank, with your insurance company, with restaurant, with barbershop, with hotel. And 2 years ago, I saw a special offer on Facebook from Hilton, and I decided to send a message to their Facebook page, which is connected to the Facebook Messenger. They have almost 2 million followers on their Facebook page, and they responded to me just after 4 hours with suggestion, let's go to our website. So that's why we decided, let's build some solution, and it's AI-powered What is the service platform to help companies to automate the communication with their customers on messengers or voice-enabled devices. We can also automate communication on customer's website via Chat with Us widget. Chatbot market is growing by 24% every year, and it is expected to reach 1.25 billion by 2025. There is competition in the market, but we have our industry-specific template approach, and we offer multiple communication channels, so we are competitive in that market. And today we already have more than 5,000 customers on our platform from Europe, from USA, and Russia. Our revenue streams come from several ways. One is customer can pay per bot. They can use our subscription-based option, and we can easily build custom bots on our platform and offer premium support if it's needed. And we already have paying customers, which validated our business model. We have experienced team with complementary skills. I'm responsible for business development. My colleague Yuri is responsible for the product development. We have more than 15 years experience in IT business, and we believe that we can deliver that solution to the market and help companies to improve communication. Also, experts proved that we can achieve great results. We won Microsoft Innovation Center Grand Prize, and we were selected for several competitions as the finalists. At the moment, we are looking for 150K, mainly to scale our sales and marketing activities, and of course, improve our product and customer service. So we have experienced team, we have validated an innovative product, and we have go-to-market strategy to make good money and change the way how we communicate with the businesses. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Questions, please?
So what is your MRR?
At the moment?
Yes.
At the moment we have, I would say 2,000 to 5,000, because our marketing strategy was that we would like to grow the really big customer base, and right at the moment we are launching the campaign to convert them. So if you look at our last financial year, we have a 50,000 turnover. So it's not really that we have an MR. It's 1 month it's more, other months it's less. So it's
You have premium because you said you have 5,000 clients.
So it's customers who are using our platform. It's not all of them paying. So just part of them are
How
paying.
many paid customers you have?
So in total, it's at 100 paying customers paying at the moment.
After, if you will not get this investment, after how it's like stopping you from developing your project?
We will never stop. We will pilot, we will bootstrap, we will hustle, but we will do that. So in short, so we have already some revenue, some income, so we can cover things, but we understand that we should do it faster to reach more customers and grow faster. So yeah, that's the main thing.
And what's your goal?
In general, so we see that we can grow our company, and we are open to sell our company to some big companies like, I don't know, the Booking or Yandex or Google or other bigger player in the market.
If no more questions, then when we will drink coffee together
Okay.
with you,
Thank
we
you
can
very
ask you. Thank you. The next presentation is from Asia. Here you go. 3 minutes is yours.
Yeah. So when you are going to the date or meeting some people, I would say that often you have situations in nowadays when you have, have you ever seen when you're talking to somebody who's looking at the phone and not looking at you, and being not in that moment present? At least some people are honest, but actually this is something that is happening all the time, and social science is also there is research going on which shows that people who are spending more time on Facebook are more lonely, more depressive, they have less real life friends, they don't know how to actually have face-to-face conversations. And basically you would think at the moment that doesn't matter for me, right? The thing is that maybe you're a super busy businessman, or maybe you are the person who is using all of social media networks. What would happen after 10 years if you are in that kind of loop? You would be the crazy guy with the snake, or a crazy Catwoman or something like that. And no real relationships actually develop when you are not meeting the people. And we are trying to apply the research that I have done with my team on the supercomputer here in Riga for the communication of the actual conversations to build better trust between two people. So you put on this app on the table that listens to your conversation, and it gives you back the feedback. It understands your emotions. Are you positive or negative? How much? Do you listen? Do you interrupt other person? And all sorts of interesting metrics. And it helps to actually develop relationships. It's every time when we use this app with my wife, even though we have married for 7 years, we discover something new. I recently used this with my father, and we just started talking about things that I would never talk with if I didn't have this app. And it's also good for workplaces. And it gives you this feedback as a flower, so it's not disruptive. It gives you topics to talk about, actual things to talk, and understands what you like to talk about. And it's built on the AI engines that we have done in our research lab. There are some fun examples of models that we extracted actually from the sports teams, where the sports trainers are actually one of the best emotion exhibitors. When you win a game or lose a game, and then we train the models on that. And we have really great design people, business people, and AI. And we have been in last 9 months in accelerators, raised money, been in multiple worldwide conferences and in press coverage. Right now we have 500 users, 20% weekly retention. We also already have formed together next round of 250K. There is a little spot left there. The closest target is 2,000 users, where we have already a deal for the next investment. And the long-term vision is to build a device, actually not only app. And right now we are something like Fitbit was in 2009, not perfect, but good for people who actually value the relationship. So that's who we are.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Questions?
Yeah. Yeah.
things, what
Yeah.
happened with Facebook. How do
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
deal
right.
with it?
So you definitely need to trust the app, that's sure. Like, but at the same time, we collect metadata and give you back metadata. I mean, like emotions, like tempo, listening percents, and something like that. So it's not like that we know every word of the conversation. It's there's very interesting stuff. You know, you can tell the same thing in a way that somebody gets offended or gets laughing, right? And it's only how you say it. So we detect those things, how you say it, not what you say.
So your app doesn't care about the information, it cares about emotion.
Yeah. Like it also like your voice ID, and emotions, and this is language agnostic as far as we know. So we have users from Sweden, from Russia, from Latvia, from America, mainly from Latvia, America.
How much clients you have right now? Do you have paying clients? And how much it costs for me to be your client?
Yeah, so right now app is for free on iOS and Android. As I said, right now we're not perfect. It's more like MVP. But at the same time, we have 500 registered users who actually recorded voice ID. So downloads are much more. At the same time, right now we're exploring the acquisition channels of users, not just putting all of money in one channel. So we have 500 now, till January 3,000, that's the projection. And paying will start next year when we add the content that actually people will pay for.
How do you scale your metadata?
Scale metadata. Let me think what that means. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, it's data you label. How do you scale this data?
Okay, so there is a fun thing about the models. So this model was actually trained once. We trained it on 8,000 unique people. That is not included in the app. Remember, 500 in the app, 8,000 that we scraped. And this is trained once, and when it's trained, when you come in the app, your voice will create a unique cluster without training. This is all my research work that I have done and published right now, actually pending for publishing a PhD. It's you don't need to retrain it, so that's the key.
How about competition?
So in the United States, there is an app, alumni of Techstars called Orite. That's for public speaking, having the similar metrics. They pivoted strongly to B2B. We also explored in the summer B2B direction, and then our current investors that raised this fund, they actually prefer B2C.
Excuse me?
Yep.
You told that your model is language agnostic.
Yep.
But, and it is working not on the keywords, but on the emotions.
Yep.
But, for example, for me as a person who is not native Latvian or Russian, I compare different languages and I see, for example, the tones and the way people talk in Russian is a little bit, I cannot say more aggressive, but a little bit different than, for example, what we talk in other languages like Arabic. So how it is possible?
Yeah. So there are a percentage of people from our research that when they talk in foreign language, for example, you speak in English, then in Russian, your voice actually comes in a different way out. And then for those people, we actually have an app option to record voice ID for different languages. Like that's my co-founder brother used English voice print for all languages, and he has 80% accuracy of what he could get if he recorded every language separately. And the emotion part, right now we train models on Western European languages mainly. So if we will discover that one user group have very distinctive emotion patterns, we would train special model for that language. At this stage, we've not yet faced that. But I agree that there could be differences. Also, we could also collect baseline, like what is your average tone, and from that we could calculate as well.
I think also Google Maps is doing, because I have girlfriend Russian, and when we switch to Russian language, the Google Map, I see the orders are more strict and is toned more like in a way that it's.
How they understand, right? Like
Yeah.
they like strict.
No, I
like-
can catch it because it is very obvious.
Yeah.
They talk. Also, I think Google has done this.
Yeah, it might be true. Like right now, the main value comes from actually after a conversation of 30, 40 minutes, you actually feel that this was good conversation with some meaning inside. So that's right now the brand value, and in future there will be also this self-development angle that's like getting better.
I didn't get why I need to use this app. So what I get from this as a user?
So yeah, like I mean, are you married?
Yes,
Yeah. So how long have you been married?
16 years.
That's excellent. I would also like how that long marriage. I mean, but the thing is, probably I have 7 years, so I know that after 7 years, I at least feel that we have talked about so many topics, right? But we still want a date that creates better trust, and also like afterwards, the date, the wife is much more happier. You know that's
She will, how she will become here is this app.
how it's super easy. Like you put this on the table and say, okay, here's the app that. Helps to make a better conversation more meaningful, like something that is, we will talk about something that's interesting and will create a better, like it's actually nothing new, it's nothing new, like for about 100 years they have done this already. They sell in the bookstores cards of topics to talk about. This is on steroids, this will give you like an understanding of emotions plus also your personality. It's just, okay, the topic to talk about, like, if you had like a free vacation, where would you want to go? And then, okay, I don't like this chick, and it will give you something that you will like, and it will start to learn what you like. You see how it could actually work? Like,
can you give another use case?
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, you still.
Yeah, I think you need to go to the bathroom more often. Other stuff after 7 years if you get.
What is the difference
Not talking about
use case? What
topics.
can be for people with
Some other case.
like the other use cases are in self-development and workplace, where actually like people are training themselves from the research of social science. If you want to be a good leader and actually make sure the other person understands what you mean and actually follow your directions, you should not be the one talking the most of the time. Like if you talk like 75% of the time with your employee to explain what to do, that's a failure actually. Like the other guy will not do what you want. So you should actually work with your questions or how you deliver this message. And this is something that also people use this in either in meetings or relationship.
Okay, thank you. More questions can I ask you when we will drink coffee together?
Yep.
Thank you.
Cool.
The next presentation will be from Oscar's Modern Nomad. You will say it correctly. The 3 minutes is yours.
Thank you.
Please enjoy.
Hi, my name is Oskars, and I'm founder of Modern Nomad Hammocks. This is actually me sleeping in a hammock. Well, this business emerged from my own passion for being in a nature. I always look for better solutions, for better equipment, lighter equipment, and then I discovered hammock. I bought cheap Chinese hammock, I tried it, and then I made it bigger, better, and lighter, and then I sold it. Then I bought another one, also made it bigger, better, and wider, also sold it, and that's how Modern Nomad was born. So since 2016, we have sold about 300 units. We have, I hope, well, no, I know that we have 300 satisfied customers, and what we can see is that popularity and demand for hammocks and outdoor recreation products overall is growing. Here you can see some of our products. It's a full set that we're offering, and also you can see simply a hammock where you can hang it on the beach. So why hammocks? Ground doesn't matter anymore. Dramatically improved sleep. This has been proven scientifically. Leave no trace, easy to set up. Actually, you need only 2 minutes to set up a hammock like this, and you're ready to sleep. lighter than a tent. It's almost 3 times lighter than a tent. No bugs and ground creatures, no back pain, because simply there are no stress points on your back. And what is I like the most about it, it's your personal billion stars hotel. So about figures, there are 40 million people only in Europe who are actively spending their free time in nature. And they are spending, last year they spent 5.8 billions of euros on outdoor goods. These are 3 niches we are going to target. These are tents, sleeping bags and accessories. Our main goal is to become a leading hammock and hammock accessories company in Europe in 10 years and 1.2 million euro net profit in next 5 years. We are looking for 150,000 euro investment and we're ready to give 30% of shares of the company. This is our team. Iluta, she's behind the production. She's been working with different textiles more than 15 years. Oskars, I'm an outdoor enthusiast, also have experience with sales and marketing in small business. Baiba, she's behind the financial side of the company, and Martin, he's behind the digital marketing and all the digital stuff. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, questions?
How about competition? Because there is in the market stuff from Chinese and to professionals.
I agree. We don't look Chinese as a real competitors because when you buy a hammock, it's like buying a pair of shoes. At first, you will buy a pair of shoes. If you see it's, excuse me, shit, you won't buy it anymore. There are 3 companies which are making hammocks in Europe. Great hammocks, awesome. But ours, we are using more advanced materials. So our hammock is bigger because it's all about the size. The bigger hammock is, the more comfort it offers. So we are using more advanced materials, so it allows our hammock to be more bigger and lighter and more reliable also.
How much is cost?
Cost for the hammock, the best price is 60 euros for whole set, which includes hammock, bug net, tent is 250 euros, and if you want to go outside in a, for example, weather like this or even harsh winter condition, you must have an insulation beneath you. So this then costs 350 euros. And the weight is, for whole set, the weight is 1.5 kilo. For a set without an insulation, it's 1 kilo. And weight for only a hammock, our hammock weights only, it's like last we made was 480 grams. And you can pack it as small as orange.
What you will do with money when you get the investment?
So the primary markets we are looking at is Scandinavia, mostly Norway, because Norway is a main market of outdoor goods. So we are going to make more inventory, more hammocks, and we are going to put this money also in marketing activities, just to create brand awareness.
There is some special items or something that's...
No.
Okay, thank you. Then more questions can ask you after the presentation.
Okay.
Thank you. The last presentation is from Jānis Kundāls. Here you go. So 3 minutes is yours.
Hello, my name is Jānis. I'm a co-founder and CEO at Exonicus. We are solving the problem that there is a shortage of medical staff currently. And the teaching tools they are using is outdated. And we are developing a virtual reality emergency medicine training simulator for a trauma management, scale trauma management, and save time and resources. Trauma simulator is just like a flight simulator. The current medical simulation market is around 1.7 billion, and it's growing. In 2027, it's going to be around 5 billion. We have already, in 2018, we signed a contract with Department of Defense, and in 2019, we finished the product. We got very good feedback, and currently we are negotiating the next contract with the same partner. The product costs are around 90,000 for simulation center, a medical training center, and we are going into this market through conferences and distributors and peer-reviewed case studies. The difference between those other competitors are that our solution is autonomous, it has complex physiology engine, and it's realistic. Our core team is professional people and well-known, respected people from each of these fields. In 2020, we expect to have a revenue around 2 million. And currently we are looking for 120,000 investment, from which 65 is already committed. And we are going to spend it in sales, mostly in marketing. Thank you, my name is Jānis, and welcome to ask any questions.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, question time. Can I ask you what I get when I use this program?
Mm-hmm. So it's very simple. You wear a virtual reality headset, and you are in this emergency department room, and the patient, like in real life, it's it's standing right there. So you have to rescue the patient, and by making the correct decisions. Yeah.
If I not make correct decisions,
Then the patient is going to die, unfortunately.
then I'm not can go to army.
Yeah, but the good thing is that this environment is very safe, so you can train, and yeah, so in real life, if you make a mistake, then the patient can die. But using this simulator, you can train how many hours you like in different cases.
Yeah. Now you work together with army. Do you have some goals more to I don't know, work with universities or?
Yeah, we are already working with Riga Student University. We have good relationships, and the case study they are conducting currently, and we are currently applying for different grants in Europe and also in America, and yeah.
How much it cost to buy, like university buy this product? How much it cost?
It costs around 90,000. Yeah.
How is the price determined for the 90,000 per client?
It is based on a user count.
How many users are?
Yeah, users. Yeah. For example, in Italy, we talked with a simulation center there. There are around 8,000 medical students learning. For them, it costs 200,000.
In the financial projections, I saw like a big leap from the 2019, was it like 200, yeah, to like 2 million revenue in 2020. What are, like, how are you going to reach such a big increase next year?
So yeah, we are already negotiating several contracts, including Department of Defense, United States, and also we started this year we started selling in Europe, and we are currently developing the third product, and this is going to be for Steam users and different kind of simulator for customers basically.
Is that the gaming industry as well? Like
Yes, gaming industry. Yeah, these two products are serious games, but the third one is more fun game.
Do you have a partner who will distribute this game? Like just in I have been myself in gaming industry, so like it's when you make game, you need some way to get the users actually. Like, what is the plan for that game?
This is a good question, and yeah, we have established a good network already through previous products, and we will basically negotiate contracts with those distributors in Europe and in United States, and through distribution channels we're going to sell this product.
Okay, thank you. So now you can grab some coffee, tea, and talk with the project more and ask those all questions what you didn't ask them. You can ask them now. The next selection program will be in 9 October, and the last day before 30 October will be the next investment session when we all will meet. So thank you, and let's enjoy this evening. Thank you.